Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers of all ages. My name is Alvin Robinson, also known as Ace the Great, or you can just call me Ace or Ace Raw, depending on what you'd like to call me. I believe that Alvin is a little bit too personal. You know, I don't know a lot of people on that personal level for them to call Alvin. Or somebody in authority over me to call me Alvin, and everybody else can just call me Ace. You know what I'm saying? Find your own little nickname when you want to call me. But as you guys know, these are my Ace Thoughts topics that I give you guys. Try to get you guys out every weekend, every Saturday if I may, because I have a busy schedule. I'm working 5 days a week, and I only have my Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays to my really to myself. I really work on Fridays too, but hey, enough with that. Last week, guys, we worked on the guy code. This week, we're changing genders. We're going down to the girl code. I'm going to fill you ladies in on about a lot of things and fill you fellas in on how your lady, you know, should go to work cat daddy style, you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest with you guys, because I'm real blunt and I'm real straight up and I'm real upfront. So I'm going to give you guys that. That's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm just going to give you guys that. So let me tell you guys right now that the girl code. The girl code. First of all, I like to say I love girls. I would never be homosexual at all because women are so beautiful, even though you guys are emotional and decisive, very territorial, and jealous girls. Women, that's what you guys are. Women, ladies, girls, little girls, baby girls, all that stuff. That's what you guys are. But then you guys have that inspiring, motivating, promiscuous, even great heart, good to talk to, great listener. You know, characteristics that you guys have, which makes every girl on this world individually beautiful, individually pretty, individually in a category. So getting down to that, going into the girl code, guys, I want to explain first off the girl code. The girl code is a set of rules to help females attract men. It's gonna get. It's just one of those things that females, some great mind of a female told another female, and then I end up researching it and finding it. I'm giving to you today, in my own words, because this is my thoughts topic and this is what I'm doing for you guys. So as we're you know thinking of the girl code, guys, you want to think of the girl code as in there are real rules, there are not real rules, there are a few rules, there are rules. There are rules to everything. Rules can be bent and rules can be broken. Preferably, you guys, there are 16 rules to the girl code, but I'm only going to wish and instill to you guys probably at least 10. But for one, I'll tell you guys the top ones that I think that should be most appropriate for the girl code and for girls to actually be out there and look presentable to attract another man. First off, let me tell you guys how the rules are going to be. I'm going to explain the rules. Then I'm gonna explain what kind of guy to attract, and then I'm gonna say how to break up with a man. Because girls, the girl code, you guys have your breakup policy. And don't think I don't know the breakup policy for a girl. I know the breakup policy, not because I've been broken up multiple times by girls. Because I lived with 4 women I would live with 4 women until my 17th birthday, and I know what you guys do and what you guys go through. So getting down to it, the rules are, ladies, off top, you have to look good. You have to look good. Nowadays, we're in 2011. Now you have to look bad. You got to look bad, girl. I mean, that's a 70s term. 70s terms is a bad. 80s term, that's a bad. Jive, shack, all that stuff. That's 80s. But we done got to bad, y'all. Bad has came amongst us and has came back, just like skinny jeans has came back. But anyways, getting back to the subject, you have to look good. One thing about girls looking good, that's just going to let a guy know that you are potential. You're a looker. You can be a looker. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to be as a looker. So you're a looker. That's the whole point of you looking good. But then you have to be clean too. You have to be sanitized. Don't put too much perfume on. Don't put too much makeup on. Keep it natural and keep it just enough where you don't have to be so heavy with your stuff to impress a guy too much. Because you can't impress somebody all the time with that, and one day you fall off and he doesn't like you because you weren't this person that you always say you were because you slacked off and took a day off. Hey, that's all I'm saying. Guys are very picky and judgmental when it comes down to their women, especially when they know what they want. Because I know a lot of guys have probably broken a few of you ladies' hearts because they didn't know what they want. But when guys really know what they want, they expect that from you every time. Going on down the list of the girl code. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is you have to be clean. It's important to be clean. No guy doesn't like bad teeth, doesn't like bad breath, bad body odor, dirty underwear, just smelly, having an odor problem. You don't want that. That is very nasty. Bathe yourself. And even before the person that you talk to, you're going to go see him, take a shower. Take a shower, because if you guys have altercation, he doesn't want to be smelling a little fishy. You know what I'm saying? If you guys, if you guys are there, if you guys are at that level where you guys, fornicating and all that stuff, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Take a shower. Be clean. Be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. But I'm not saying go out there and have sex. I'm not saying out there don't have sex. You guys make choices for your own living, for your own personal being. That's all I have to say about that. I have a religion. I have a Christian faith, but my faith is not your faith. Your faith can only become my faith on one thing. You have to accept your life. You have to accept Jesus into your life on your terms, not my terms. But keep going down the list. Women. Please do not talk about who you had sex with, how big the dude that you had sex with, how much you a freak and you done did this and all this with this type of guys, because guys don't want to hear that. That is like the first turnoff. That's like me. That's like first turnoff for a girl. A girl's turnoff is I could talk about, oh yeah, I got a big one and big this and big this. I'm Big Sean. I could say all that stuff to tell you that I'm big. But if I'm not packing, or, I'm just talking too much, you're going to be recessive to how you care about me, how you can feel about me, if you even like me or not. Even if you're still interested. Pointless. Don't do it. Don't talk about it. I don't want to know who you had sex with, who was Jimmy Crackcorn, who ate your vagina out. I don't care about none of that. Because when you meet me, we start a new future. Enough said. Guys don't like to hear it too. I'm telling you, guys are pretty much we revolve around the same planet. We're like a moon to a planet. We revolve around that same planet. Getting on and keep going down the line. If you have a problem with who you had sex with, how many people you had sex with, if you don't feel uncomfortable with telling anybody that, because that's completely your personal information, give them an answer 3, 6. You know what I'm saying? 3, 6, and 8 are like the most typical ones, because when you get up to 10 double digits, people don't really like, oh, that many, you know what I'm saying? They get really wigged out. So 3, 6, 8, most girls, you guys should do 3, 6, 8 thing. We don't want to hear that you had sex with 15, 20 guys. It just doesn't look as classy. But by all means, if you done had sex with 16, 20 guys, don't seek the information out. Don't tell yourself before you have started. You know what I'm saying? That's completely your. I'm looking at you right now. That is completely your information that you do not have to withhold to somebody else. Okay, moving on to another one. Don't belittle other women, because if you belittle other women, you know what I'm saying, you and your boys at the mall and you're at somewhere and you like, oh, she's ugly, guys don't like to hear that, because you belittling somebody else is only belittling yourself, because she's a girl too, and she has the same characteristics that you do. Maybe not the same looks, or maybe don't dress like you, but you guys are still women, so you should respect other women for who they are. And then it just shows how much of a bitch you are. And no guy wants their girlfriend to be the bitch, you know what I'm saying? The bitch that ruins the kickbacks, the bitch that ruins the trips, the bitch that ruins, you don't want to be that. Because that's how you get cut, and that's how another girl comes in. You don't want that. This is how to keep a man, remember? Not how to break up with one. And I would never teach you on that. I'm always about the positive. So anyways, getting on to it. I would say agree with everything a man has to say, because men like to be right. Because I know I like to be right, but then you don't. I'd rather see a girl who can stand up for herself, and we can talk things out, where we talk things through, and we get to a compromise where we lean back and do that lean back and say, yeah, we both like this. We both like the way that sounds. That sounds pretty good. That's what you want to do. Have confidence, ladies. Stand up for yourself. Be firm in your decisions. Be firm in your choices. Don't argue, because arguments lead to destruction. Arguments lead to stress, and arguments leads to breakups. Stress leads to breakups, guys. So don't argue. Just come to a compromise. Because especially if you guys are two strong opinion people. You know what I'm saying? Just come to a compromise. I prefer compromise. Don't nag, ladies. Please do not nag, because the last thing a guy wants to hear after he had a long day, done got into it with his mom, done got kicked out of school, anything to all my viewers. A guy does not want to hear his woman nag about little stuff. Don't even nag about big stuff. Just don't be in his ear, because We do not want to hear you being in our ear because it hurts. Because after a while, we're going to shut down. It's not even shut down. We're just going to sit there. You're just going to be, and all you go hear is, that's all we hear after a while. Because you nag so much and we can care less. That's the first steps of us getting out the door. Because we don't want to be with you anymore. Because nobody wants to hear a girl that nags all the time, always complains, always has to be picky, always has to be prudy. No, not happening. Cut. If you're having sex, I'm going to give you guys advice on having sex right now. If you guys are having sex, make sure you have sex with your guy at least 2 to 3 times a week. Every day, anytime you can get it in when it's convenient for you and him. Because if he's out there in the world, you're out there in the world, and you guys are not planning, you guys are not getting it done in the bedroom wise, if you want to keep your relationship, if you guys decide to have sex in your relationship, I prefer you give it to him as much as, you know, this is after you guys communicate on your sexual preferences, really. So I prefer that you guys have sex that way. You know, a few times a week, a few times, a day, and healthy strokes. Guys work by their penises, ladies. So you have to, as well as get them by their penis, control them by their penis. And you already have us. If we're falling in love at the point of the state, that's our brain, but you get a guy from lust. It's a lust thing, because we're looking at your body, we're looking at your legs, your thighs, your lips, your tongue ring. That's the stuff we're looking at. So you have to get us by lust. Grab us by our penises, literally or physically speaking, and just let us know that we are the kingpin in this relationship or this altercation or anything, because that's the only way to do something is to take control. Because after a while, you're going to get boring. And if you get boring, he is going to leave. I'm telling you right now, he is going to leave if you get boring. Keeping on down the list. Girls, you deal with all the time. If you like a guy and he end up liking your friend, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing that you can change or intervene to, put down your best friend's game. You can't get every guy. Don't have that bitter, I hate my best friend, or guys are so much of jocks and just basing everything off of what the last guy did or anything like that. Because new guys are new guys to new guys to new guys. You don't know which one can bring what roses, what ring to the table. So I'm saying that just don't do that, because first off, you can ruin your friendship that you've been with your best friend, and I mean you gotta let him go. You're like a mom. You have to let him go. That's why you guys are so territorial. Just let the baby go. Just let him go. He was just a guy. That's how you're gonna get when you get older and you start getting wiser. He was just a guy. Let him go. Let him go and let him be with your best friend. Let him go and let him do whatever he wants, because he's gonna do whatever he wants. And you're probably saying, well, my girlfriend shouldn't be blah, blah, blah. But okay, time out. First off, he probably didn't even know you were your girlfriend. He just liked your friend. He seen your friend, and your friend looked better than you, or your friend did that. It's not nothing wrong with you. It's just what he likes and what he's attracted to and what he sees. Has nothing to do with you. Your girl is a regular girl. Sorry. Keep going on down the list like I've been doing. I'm gonna give you guys just the rules for now, and I'm gonna drop another video after this, because I'm running up on time. But keep going down the list. Don't try to control your man, because it's a tough one, because you can't control a man. Like somebody who is a man, who's firm, who has his own, who does what he has to do to get his bills paid, and he has been doing it for a while, so he knows what to do and what it takes to be a breadwinner. You don't want to take that away from him. You don't want to take that title away from him. You don't want to dictate what he want to dress and da-da-da-da. It's all cute and cuddly when you're married and you've been married for 20 years and all this stuff. But let a man be a man. Especially if he's not cheating on you, going behind your back, doing all this stuff. Let him be a man. Don't try to control him and tell him what to do and where to go and where to be and how to do this and da-da-da-da. Nah. Suggest it, but if he doesn't take heed to it, he's a man. Period. Especially if there's nothing wrong with him. If he doesn't have too many cons and he has all the right pros, ladies, do not disfigure your man, because if you change him, you break him, and if you break him, you break the relationship. Keep going. Tell your guy that he's great in bed, even when he's not great in bed. Tell your man that how big he is, even when he's not all that big, because it's just those things as a guy, it's a self-esteem thing that we have to do to just press on and just build our confidence. And you're giving us insurance because you think we're the greatest. But if your guy is the greatest, all things, appreciate him. One thing you want to do in a relationship is appreciate him, love on him, and look for that guy that you need to be with. Remember, ladies, you have to, in order to be that girl, you have to really, look for those character traits, because these are the things I gave you today are the things that will help you get a man. This is the girl code, guys. I'm out. It's your boy Ace. I love you guys. Thank you for your time. I'm dropping another video in about 10 minutes, so be ready for it. I'm going over a lot of stuff. Gone.